And wait a minute, my guest is calling in 13 minutes early. Let me get her on. Kimberly? Are you...
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
This is good. How are you?
I'm doing good. You call in 13 minutes early, but we'll go ahead and start the interview. Thank you for being on.
Oh, I'm calling early, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, and I
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yes, and I like that about you. Thank you very much for calling in early.
Oh, no, I was told to call 15 minutes early, so.
Well,
I would
Hold on.
rather have a guest call in early than a guest not calling at all.
At all. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I completely understand that.
So thank you for calling in.
all right. Well, since you're already here, we'll just go ahead and start the interview, and we'll go on from there. Kimberly, and before we begin, how do you pronounce your name, your last name, if you don't mind me asking?
It's Wurpts. It's a German last name. I'm adopted. So, my dad is German, my mom is Dutch, and I'm Asian.
Wow, that's a great
That's where it comes
combination.
from. Yes. I grew up in a very Dutch town.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, I kind of like that combination. It's Wurpts, W-E-R-E.
No, W-U-R-P-T-S.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
very different.
It's
I
very
don't like
different.
it, but thank you.
Wow. I like that.
Very unique too. It's definitely. So let me ask you, Kimberly, how many languages do you speak?
Just one. I took Spanish in high school, but don't ask me to repeat anything and or talk to you back in Spanish.
So your dad is German, you said?
Yeah, I'm adopted. My
Right.
parents are Dutch and German. Yeah.
Dutch and German. And you didn't learn any Dutch or German from them?
No, I mean my grandparents. They spoke Dutch to each other, but I
Uh-huh.
never picked anything up.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
I was just curious. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's very unique. I grew up, my sister's adopted too. We grew up the only minorities in my town, so that was not very much fun growing up.
Must have been a tough childhood then, huh?
It was okay and bad. So everybody knows each other.
Well, it seems like you came out of it A-okay to me.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, we all said, you come a long way to get to now. You're a model. You do a variety of things. What do you think that people to be more known for? You want to be more known for your modeling or other things that you've been working on?
Well, I'm really into bodybuilding shows right now, so I mean that's not a job or a career, but I mean that's kind of a lot of like social networking, like it's basically my bodybuilding and then my modeling that I have on there. So I'm kind of likely out for those two. So and it's not big bodybuilding. I'm only like 107 pound.
How tall are you?
Category. I'm about
What's the Facebook page?
well it's just on under my name,
Okay, cool.
Kimberly Wurpts. Yeah.
Cool.
So, do you have anything in particular, maybe an upcoming bodybuilding show, anything particular?
Well, right now I'm getting ready for 2 pro qualifying shows in July. One is in Pittsburgh in the middle of July, and then I win one of those, I get my pro card. So I'll be professional bodybuilder, of course. Um, I'm just kind of that and focusing on that, and that's mainly my thing right now. I'm with modeling, I'm kind of like putting that off to the side right now, just for a month or two. And bodybuilding takes up a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of things. So yeah, I have a lifestyle.
Who do you
That's the main thing
consider?
right now.
Who do you consider like influences? Any fellow bodybuilders? It could be family. It could be anyone in particular. But who inspired you to get into bodybuilding?
Um, I've always been into fitness, and I used to be a long distance runner. Um, but I guess, when I was in my 20s, the whole skinny model, type waif look was more in, and I don't know, it progressed. I've always gotten probably every fitness magazine, running magazine, lifting magazine out there, and I just found the women with muscles to be far more attractive and in shape, and it's, I don't know, I guess for names, like Jennifer Nicole Lee, there's so many, because like each year there's different professional bodybuilders that join the scene, so there's different girls in magazines, but, oh my gosh, you caught me, I can't think of names right now. Kiana Tom. So a lot of guys watched her show when she was on TV. There's a lot of them. I can't think of names. You put me on the spot.
What are you doing in broadcasting?
I'm not. I really don't do very much in broadcasting. That's just kind of out there in case there's a potential job for broadcasting. I would be great at it because I am. I'm one of those Asians that just. I'm pretty articulate. It's just. I've never really done anything that broadcasting. I've done a few different radio interviews, doing things, but that's just kind of out there in case there is something potential job to do.
Oh, I was just asking because I also do a sports talk radio show 5 days a week too. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cool. I'm looking over. I'm over at your Facebook page right now.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I don't mess around.
Yeah, I kind of have a little bit of a lot of stuff on there, but I don't try to put too much personal stuff on there when it comes to friends or family, unless every now and then I'll throw something in there, but I try to keep it mainly the other two
Nice.
things.
Cool. Yeah, I just sent you a friend's request.
See, we like to ask on this show. So, we do this show, then we'll be on Twitter, we'll be on Facebook. Well, Jeff mostly do that, but we like to multitask every now and then on the show.
Oh, that's my life, multitasking.
So, you obviously are part of World Entertainment Agency. What's working for them?
Well, I think Troy and Greg are great to keep in touch with. They absolutely, if there's something potential that I might be interested in, they're great at getting a hold of me, and they send continuous emails and calls and texts. And I just joined them this past year. I mean, it hasn't even been, it's maybe been, I think, 5 or 6 months. So, they've thrown stuff out there, but I'm kind of a newbie to them yet. So, I haven't done a lot of traveling with them, and I have a lot of other things going on right now. So I've, they've kind of thrown some, like, Greg just got a hold of me with a Miami magazine that might want to do a photo spread or possible cover shoot of me that I'm waiting to hear back on. But yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of new, and I live in South Dakota, so I'm kind of out in the outskirts as far as traveling too.
South Dakota, holy cannoli.
Yeah. I don't say that like really proud, but probably should.
Hey, you know, we all got to start somewhere. I mean, I was born in Mississippi, and here I am in Kentucky. So, I mean,
So you went from Iowa to South Dakota, huh?
Yeah, they're right next door.
Right.
I mean, my hometown is like an hour and 10 minutes away.
That's not too bad. I went from New York to San Diego.
Oh, well, you went from one great location to the next, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are pretty
I've
far
been in
apart.
San Diego for 20 years now, or something like that. I love it.
Uh-huh. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I love California.
and the fact that it's sunny and it's not snowing and Jeff's very.
It doesn't rain a lot. I haven't shoveled snow.
Oh, it's gonna
in over
rain.
26
It's gonna
years.
rain. It's gonna rain.
I know. Yes. Tell me about it. It's pouring out today. Pouring rain.
It's raining there right now?
It is pouring today. We basically went from a really bad winter to a lot of rain and precipitation and like
Cool.
heat.
Then I get to
mean,
say
yeah.
then I get to say what I normally say when people tell me they got bad weather. That's what you get for living there.
Yes. You get what you ask for when you live here.
Right, that's why I live in San Diego. It rains probably 30 days out of the whole year out here.
Oh, yeah. I love San Diego, but it's just way too expensive to live out there.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what, Jeff? I'm just gonna say this. You know, you say that's what people get. It's not like everybody has control of how the weather is gonna go. I mean, you just go with the flow. I mean,
But they have control. But they have control of where they live.
I mean, they got
Yeah.
that part. I'm saying like if it was up to us, if it was up to a human being.
when I was in Kansas City for a year, almost 2 years, and it snowed and I was freezing and I hated it, that's because I was living. And that you get for living there. So
I mean, and it also, it's about location too, and the cost of living. Because would you rather have I'm like interviewing you guys. But, I mean, some people, like I think Kevin Costner has a home on one of the lakes, like an hour away from here, and I mean, you could have like a really sweet $1 million home here. I mean, and then, compared to a really small $1 million home in California.
True.
It just all depends.
True. Yeah. It's very, very high cost of living out here. I mean, gas. How much is gas out there right now?
That's a good question. I think it's like 60 something, 370 something.
Okay. So
I can't remember. 369.
Kenny, how much gas in Kentucky?
Per gallon.
Yeah. What is it? 285, $3 a gallon.
What around a 350.
You guys are lucky, man. We're paying almost $4 a gallon out here.
Yeah, we were a little while ago, and then it's like slowly going down again.
It's like crazy out here. I mean, I happened to get lucky when I moved out here. I lived in an apartment for 4 years, and then I found a house, and I've been living in the same house since 1990, and I don't own the house. I've been renting it since 1990, and I know I don't have. The only time I'm gonna have to move is when I want to move into my new home.
Mhm.
That's why I stay where I stay, because I love it. I'm paying absolutely way under price a month for the house I live in, and I'll never move out of it because it's so cheap.
Oh, yeah, that's the way to go. It is.
My rent should be $2,500 a month, and it's not even close.
Well, you're lucky. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
My rent is a little bit under half of that. and that's cheap for a 3-bedroom house out here.
Where do you live?
I live in San Diego, out in the East County.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I live about 15 minutes away from the beach.
Mhm.
You know, and I like it out here. When I get ready to build my new home, I'm putting it on top of a mountain, and I'm gonna have no freaking neighbors.
I went to Hawaii last year, and it is outrageous to live out there. I mean, a gallon of milk was like 3 times the price of what we pay here.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
When my friends went to Hawaii, they brought their own steaks with them to cook in their apartment that they rented, and they brought their own hamburger and stuff because they knew everything out there was so expensive. They brought their own stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And yeah, people.
Okay, Kenny.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, Kenny.
That's not a problem, man. You know, it must feel like going into a mall, and you know, that's crazy. Got a question in the chat room from our friend Andrew, and he wants to know if you watch the NBA, and if so, who are you rooting for in the NBA Finals, the Miami Heat or the San Antonio Spurs?
Is he gonna judge me after my answer? Actually,
there's no wrong answer.
I mean,
I'll kill him if he doesn't like it. So don't worry about it.
Actually, I have several friends. Okay, this is not having to do with these two teams, but I have several friends in Oklahoma. So I slowly became a Thunder fan this year, only because I have friends out there, and I got to see 2 games. And I had great seats, basically on the floor this past year. But I don't know, as far as those 2 teams, I would probably, I've got friends that are 50-50, but God, I don't know. I usually go for the underdog, but I think I like the Heat. I don't know. That's.
I won't hold it against you. Don't worry. I picked I picked at the beginning of the season on my radio show. My co-host and I, we actually both picked the same teams. We picked Miami and San Antonio to be in the finals at the beginning of the season, and it happened to work out.
Yeah, I knew Miami would be too.
Yeah, and San Antonio's there, and I really like San Antonio. I'm a big, huge basketball guy. I love basketball. I'm kind of upset that it's coming down to the last 6 games of the year, but and they have Kawhi Leonard on their team, and he played for San Diego State, and I used to go to all the San Diego State games, so I used to watch him play all the time when he was here, so I've become a big, huge fan of San Antonio.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love watching NBA games. I love it.
Hey, you know, you got some really great-looking pictures on your Facebook site there. You're a very pretty lady.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very articulate and a very nice lady indeed. Kimberly Wurpts.
And she knows sports, too. I might have to have her on the show, man.
Bring me out. I'll come out.
You know, I do a sports talk show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 p.m. in the evening Eastern Time. It's called Sports World Radio.
Okay.
If you accept my friend's request, I put it on my Facebook page every day when I start the show to let everybody know I'm starting the show. You can come on over, and if you want to be on the show, I'll give you the number. All you got to do is just call in.
Okay. You can't put me on the spot, and I don't quiz me or or ask me about any specific players. But yes, I in general love professional sports.
I can almost guarantee you that you have never, ever heard a sports show like mine.
Okay.
You know, we're also on iTunes, so if you head over to iTunes, Sports World Radio, all one word, I have a bunch of shows over there you can go and listen to and see what kind of show we do.
Okay.
That's awesome. Okay. That is absolutely awesome. Well, Kimberly, we definitely want to thank you not only for being on the show, but for being on the show 15 minutes early, and that's definitely a bonus here for this show or for any other show. So We definitely gonna have to have you back on Chilling in the future. So thank you for joining us. You can check her out on Facebook under the name Kimberly Wurpts.
Wurpts. Yep.
And we'll definitely keep in touch with you. Thank you for being on the show. We're gonna go ahead and let go. And again, thank you for being on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you very
hopefully
much.
Talk to you later. Yep. Bye, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Kimberly Wurpts here, right here on Chilling with Jeff. So speaking of which, what